kind of shaking our boots.
You know, boat life never gives it up easy.
I think one of the solar panels might be flapping now. We're having some technical difficulties. Should have took the bimini down and now we're regretting it, huh?
We should have. So when we were first thinking about sailing and dreaming about that, dreaming about the wide open ocean, even after we had gotten our boat, we would sit on the bow and just kind of think about nothing but ocean around you and the adventure. I kind of wanted to do that from a minimalist, kind of bare sailing point of view. I wanted to kind of feel the ocean around me, feel the environment, and you know, really live through the adventure and kind of the struggles. Self-steering definitely taught me some of that. It definitely keeps you at the helm, keeps you looking at the wind, keeps you looking at the current, and that was very rewarding in a lot of ways, but it was very difficult in a lot of ways as well. After 3,000 miles of hand steering, you realize that at an average boat speed, of the 2 years we've been cruising, we've spent about 31 days straight at the helm. It eats up a lot of your time and it's rough, but we enjoyed it. We wanted the approach of kind of like a Lewis and Clark, like an old-fashioned ocean crosser with just a compass and a map, and just kind of setting off that way. But after doing that, we've realized that it takes a lot of the joy, a lot of those simple joys of just being able to enjoy the wind, enjoy the breeze, and enjoy the waves. So we're going to be switching it up to an autopilot, and hopefully it works.
We're sailing good, bad, and ugly. 3 years ago, we bought our boat off Craigslist for $5,000. I'm Kristen, and this is Matt. We are known to break the rules and do things a little less traditional. Hit subscribe to join the adventure. Thanks to our patrons for keeping us going.
Okay guys, so what I got in this box is the Raymarine ST4000. What that consists of is 3 components. 1, the wheel drive. This turns the wheel and tells the boat where to go. 2, the control unit. This is where I put in the course and it tells the wheel where to turn. And last but not least, the compass. This is what tells all those mechanisms where the boat is and where the boat needs to go. Before I install the wires, I'm just going to connect it to power first outside of the box to make sure everything works. I was attaching this and I noticed that a couple of connection points here that were soldered before are now broken. So I think I maybe still be able to get it together, but I don't have a solderer. Maybe something I should get in the future, but I don't have it now. I think I'll still be able to make it work, and either way I'll be able to move forward with the installation and solder this later if that's the last hurdle that I have to get over.
So we were just about to install it, and then I realized, looking at this part that turns the wheel, that the connection to the wheel, what would you call these, Matt?
Spokes.
Spokes. Our spokes are too thick. That's what she said. And now we have to figure out how we're going to make these pieces wider. And we're probably gonna try a Dremel, but we'll see how it goes.
Okay, so the next step is I got to get the control unit mounted somewhere. I'm thinking I can mount it right here. That way I can just go beep, 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 beep. Right here at the helm. I don't have to go too far away and go up there.
Plus we already have some boo-boo there.
Plus I already got an old boo-boo that I don't work. I mean, my cockpit on this luxurious Hunter 37C is so giant and sprawling that to walk all the way over there to make adjustments would just be
get out of here.
It would just be too far. So I want something right here where I can just kind of reach over with a toe and beep, 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 get it to work. So I think we're gonna mount it right here, tear this old thing out that's obviously painted over, and move forward with this project. There it. I'm going down.
I mean, I am smaller, but I'm glad you didn't think about that yet.
Oh, true. Next time. All right, I'm gonna loosen up these nuts, and when I tell you to pull that thing, you pull it, okay?
Okay. Ta-da! Are you stuck?
No, just old, getting old. Yeah. Okay, so now the wheel drive is installed and the power unit is installed. Now we just have to install the compass. So I'll be underneath the boat running wires and getting everything hooked up, and we should be able to function properly after that. Okay, so we've been running these wires. It's a really fun thing to do. If you really love your wife and you want to just enjoy the special times of your relationship and really appreciate one another.
You've been saying these type of things every video. I'm starting to wonder, do you hate me?
Run wires through a boat. If you really want to see that you guys are on the exact same page mentally, emotionally, and spiritually, do that. But yeah, so we're getting these wires done. We're getting them knocked out. We just mounted the compass for the auto helm. So we're getting through it. You know, when you live on a boat and your boat's in home mode, which it is kind of right now because we're here for hurricane season, so the boat's in like house mode, boy, you got to move everything to do any sort of project. So, but we're getting it done and we're knocking it out. And another thing that came in really handy, I don't know if y'all remember our no cry video, thought we were just sellouts. We weren't. We use these tools. This thing right here has been a god save for running these wires. I'm running them through 3/4 inch stainless steel pipe, and this thing, being able to run up, stick my needler out, grab this cord and pull it through. This has been a game changer, a lifesaver. You know, boat life never gives it up easy. I've been crawling around this boat, scared of hurricanes coming. I've seen every boat drive by, get bailing out of here, and I've been having a stressful day. Finally get everything all hooked up, everything's working, compass is working, drive unit, or power unit's working. And then the old belt just fell apart on me. The old rusty crusty. Didn't make it. They make these belts pretty strong, so now I have to...
But that other parts were broke on it too, though.
Yeah, I broke a couple of little wheelers, but those I think I can just fix those and get it lined up properly. So I have a little more troubleshooting left to do. I'm probably going to be ordering a belt on Amazon, which is a pain because everything takes 4 years to get to Puerto Rico. But either way, Juan, if you're out there watching this, I hope you are. I'm sure you are. I still appreciate it. I think we're going to still get it running, and one day GBU will have an autopilot. But for all the trash I've talked on autopilot users in my life, I think...
Payback.
Yep, the sailing gods are paying me back for selling out. But we'll get it. Sorry we wasted your time with this project, guys.
So our project didn't go to plan. We're not sure what we're going to do with that now, and there's also a storm out there on the horizon again. We didn't think it was going to be that bad, but now we're kind of shaking our boots because we keep seeing boats leaving our anchorage, and people are hitting us up on social medias asking us if we're going to be okay. And now we're like, is it coming our way?
Now after my blown project of crawling around the bowels of my boat all day long,
The bowels.
The bowels. Creaky, cracky, dirty places all day of that nonsense for nothing. Now I get to rip everything down on my boat and prep for a whole storm. So, I don't know. I'm looking at the weather again, and
it doesn't look like to me on Wendy it's going to be that bad, but people are freaking out, I feel like.
Yeah, the Wendy app is good. You know, the news, all the different newses must have got together and told y'all to go buy some water and get scared, and now everyone's tripping out. So, I don't know. I guess Wendy could just be completely wrong this time, even though it's been perfectly right.
Guess we'll see how the storm goes. We're probably going to clean up a little bit and see how that goes.
Alright, so we're in the midst of Tropical Storm Laura here. The old girl kind of intensified. She got up, she said, we're going to make a little bit of weather for you guys today. So we're dealing with 30 to 50 knot gusts throughout the day. We're just on the eastern band, so it's kind of pumping up, getting a little bit crazy. So I got to go do a little more prep work than I initially thought. Get out there in the rain and set a couple of forward lines, make sure everything's good, just to give us a little bit of extra. I probably don't need to do anything, but that's just not me. That ain't how I get down, so I'm gonna get up there and get some work done. Gnarly blows just happened, like wild.
Should have took the bimini down and now we're regretting it, huh?
We should have, yeah, we should have. It's definitely like, it's blowing harder right now than it ever was in the last storm, for sure. Crazy.
The boat's starting to tilt now because of the wind, so this isn't going so well. We should have listened to our own advice. And we underestimated the storm, I feel like, but maybe this will hopefully be the worst of it. I think one of the solar panels might be flapping now. We're having some technical difficulties. We still have our anchor set up from the last storm.
Panel just popped loose. That was crazy. Yeah, just goes to show, don't sleep on it. She'll make you look stupid quick. Alright, so the south part of the storm is here now, and It's cooking a little bit more west than we initially thought, so I may go out and put my third anchor out. Not exactly sure yet. I'm going to give it a second, but I'm going to prep for that just to see exactly what's going on. Alright, so I was following the chain. I was practically blind down there, so I had to follow the chain through, like just feeling it with my hand, and I just got murdered by all these jellyfish. So I gotta put some Bactine on my hands.
But the anchor looks good?
Yeah, both anchors look just fine.
Well, the storm's still kicking, but I think we're fine so far, and Matt said our anchors haven't moved. So far, our bimini hasn't shredded. We caught our solar panels like a whoosh. We caught those, and living the adventure keeps going.
I've been in and out of the boat so much today, and my clothes are all getting wet. I decided to come in and put like my most worst pair of shorts on in case I get them wet. I don't care that they're ruined, and they have like a big rip in the crotch.
I do it fast up and down, so
yeah, nobody wants to see that, but believe me, there's a big rip in my crotch. So these people came, all the boats ripped loose in the harbor. It came through gnarly on that eye wall, but all the boats ripped loose, so a guy came out on one of his boats to check on me and see all the boats ripped through, so I wanted to see if you were okay. And I went outside, I forgot that I had these on, so I was just swinging wang, I guess. And I was like, yeah, I mean, clearly anybody that swings nuts this hard, his boat's not going to drag, so we're good. But hopefully the worst is over. That seems to be the consensus now. I'm not dropping my guard though till noon tomorrow. I might crack a bilge beer.
Alright guys, so it's the next day after the storm, and boy, did that escalate quickly.
Yeah, that went 0 to 100 real quick. It was not fun. It was definitely a learning experience. Don't take these storms lightly, no matter what happens, and no matter how calm it seems or how far away it seems, you're always going to get at least one gnarly band.
So make sure you guys like this video, subscribe, and give us a share. Share this video with someone and say, hey, this could easily happen if you don't prepare. And we'll see you next week, guys. Bye.